Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Not the Ponderous Ball. If you watched yesterday's episode, you would have known that I finished my Dianetics book by L. Ron Hubbard. And now I'm going to give this away. I'm just going to kind of put it in like a random place, probably like a bus stop, to either be thrown away or picked by somebody else. And for like a person who doesn't know what Dianetics is, I did just put Scientology in the front of it. Just so that I'm not like trying to get one over on somebody or something. You know, it's just kind of like maybe a Christian reading from a book, like from like a Catholic or something like that, but they didn't know what it was at first, and like they're reading it like, oh, this is pretty good, but later on then they figure out that it was from the Catholics or something, and they're like, absolutely not, we don't, we need to banish those people, those are the bad people over there, we need to get rid of them. And like, they brainwashed me, and they got into my mind, man. They got into my mind, and then they were telling me of all these things to pick up this book, and it was actually the devil himself who decided to make me read from that there passage over there instead of this passage over here. So I did just want to, just in case someone picked it up, maybe they're bored out of their minds, and they see like this packet of paper over here, and then they see Dianetics, the modern science of mental health. What the hell is that? Because not everybody knows what Scientology is, or who L. Ron Hubbard is. Or maybe they probably know what Scientology is, but they don't know that Dianetics is a book from Scientology. If they just read Dianetics and they're like, oh, and then they get halfway into it and then they see the word Scientology and they're like, oh no, they've been brainwashed by the devil himself to go ahead and pick up this thing, and I've been reading it for like a week now and I didn't realize that it was Scientology, and now I feel dirty. Or like whatever it is. So I just wanted to make it very bold and very, very obvious that this is Scientology. But for a person who is open-minded, like not a lot of people are open-minded nowadays. A lot of people are very close-minded nowadays, and they don't want to. It's just like, things become trigger words, like the word L. Ron Hubbard or Tekashi 6ix9ine, maybe Kanye West, or even YouTuber, or like whatever it is. It's just like, the word becomes a trigger word, and everything about it they'll just diminish. Of like Scientology, you're a Scientologist. Am I a Scientologist? I guess I'm not worthy enough yet to consider myself a Scientologist, because I've only read one of the works of Mr. L. Ron Hubbard. It's like, yeah, at least gotta freaking go through and read through like a lot of it, because I'm pretty sure, I think it is L. Ron Hubbard who has the world record for most books published, or something like that. I'm pretty sure that is him. I think that is him. The guy was such a maniac that is impressive, because a lot of with his works, what I personally like about it is that he accepted of who the hell he is. Of that all these things and these stories are inside of him. It's like, oh, none of this makes sense, and oh, we're going to go ahead and create a new religion. And then instead of saying, oh no, I probably should just go find somebody else and figure out what they want me to do with my life, and just follow the masses and follow the trends and and try to be as perfect in society and make people like me. I just want people to like me, and I want people to accept me. That's what the majority of people do, but not this guy, not Mr. L. Ron Hubbard. I like people with confidence. I like people with who they accept who they are, and they go out and they come to this planet and do what is inside of them. They follow their intuition, they follow their gut, and they actually come to Earth and they do what they're supposed to. Mr. L. Ron Hubbard definitely was one of those people and did something incredibly impressive of starting the Church of Scientology, because it's not just the one big blue building out here in Los Angeles. It's like all over the world. Actually, there's multiples of them. I've driven by two of them that I've seen on the wall, Scientology. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. You know, maybe I do have to make a video one day of like going up in there. But I want to... The reason why I'm so open-minded is because I realize that, one, people are just stupid. You know, they'll just make up a fib and run with it. You know, they'll say that Scientology is a bad thing. It's just like, why? Like, tell me, like, why is Scientology a bad thing? And it's just that if you can't give me, like, if you can't sit down and write this much about how bad Scientology is, even if you could, I'm still not going to follow your path. Because, you know, people just, for the most part, people have your worst interest at heart. You know, people really don't care about you. You know, if they see that if you're getting too far in life, bro, they will try to slow you down. And how they do that, they put things inside of your mind. That's what especially like women are really good at, of that they put stuff inside of your mind, so that even when they're not around, you're still following their rules for you. You get what I'm saying? They'll put something inside of your mind to stop you from doing something that will make you better, and that even that they're not around, even though that they're not around you, that they haven't even told you not to do that in freaking years, they put something inside of your brain to keep you brainwashed. And these are I'm just talking about random people, dude. I'm not even talking about freaking like psychopaths. Like, I'm not even talking about freaking like, you know, like mass murderers or something like that. I'm talking about just like normal people, bro. I'm talking about freaking normal people. You gotta be very, very careful of these normal people, because they are truly masters of deceiving people. My back is a little bit itchy. You gotta be very, very careful of them. And you know, it's just that the reason why I'm so open-minded is because I realize that there's like a lot of good information out there, and it's free. There's so much information out there, and it's all free. Even this, I freaking got this for my work. It was like in a PDF online. I just printed it all out, and I read it all, and I'm just like, this is some good shit. This is some really, really tasty stuff, man. And I think it's going to be the perfect catalyst to start me on my knowledge drinking. Because you can never have enough knowledge. That's the cool part. Just like, you know, I used to freak out about, I was like, what if I invest like years of like making YouTube videos, and then eventually YouTube's database fills up? And then I realized that it's literally impossible for YouTube to fill its databanks up. And then like once I did that research, I was like, oh, And it's like, just like your mind, it's like you can never keep think of that. You can literally never read too much. You can all pack it in, because it's like, granted, it looks like a lot of information, but your brain doesn't hold on to all of this consciously, maybe subconsciously, but consciously, I probably will only utilize like maybe 1 or 2 pages in this whole book. So it's like you need to like get to reading, bro. You need to get to reading, because you like what does your brain look like? Is it only 1 or 2 pages that you all know, like that you should have stacks, bro. You should have stacks of information in your brain that make you better, that make you like a better thing. At this point, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but I'm gonna go ahead and just place this in a random place, probably, like I said, a bus stop. But with that said, I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode, 5 o'clock in the morning. Bye.